If you're pre-launch, and I don't understand how you're pre-launch and have had difficulty getting traction. I would define that as being either revenue or traffic, or ideally both. And so if you're pre-launch and don't yet have, if let's say you've got this in beta, right, and you've got friends and family who are banging on the site, who are trying to use it, that is a good sign to at least sort of launch it. I don't think of launch as being this necessarily like Hollywood tech crunch, you know, we need to go big or go home launch. Think of it as just simply getting the product online and allowing people to start using it. When you'll know, I would hate for you to throw in the towel early, because you have to understand that so many products as we know them now that look like overnight successes were absolutely not. And the buzzword at the moment is just pivoting. But basically, it means if you've got a site that is live and you've got people using it, but you see that they're not in love with it, you don't see the usage rates of people coming back, then you know that you're not quite solving a problem. You haven't quite yet made something that people want. But all that means is tweak it. Keep tweaking it. One of the best examples of this was a Y Combinator company that I mentioned earlier called Airbnb. They were struggling. They were so frustrated because recent RISD graduates just kept trying, but couldn't get any traction going with their site. And they looked around and said, okay, we have these people renting out a few of their homes. Let's visit them all. Let's go and live with every single one of these 100 or so folks who are using our site and seem to be enjoying it, and find out what we can do to make their lives better. And it turned out a big part of it was actually just taking better photos. A lot of the people who they lived with were just taking really janky photos of their apartment, and lo and behold, the power of a good photo made a huge difference. And so when they started signing up new renters, new renters on Airbnb, they made sure that they sent out someone who could take professional photographs, that their first encounter with the site was a good one, and continue the cycle and become this success that they are today. So do not be discouraged by that lack of traction early on. So long as you've got something that's publicly available and that is free for people to tinker and tweet about and share, don't think it's time to close up shop. I mean, again, I don't know what the other circumstances are surrounding the company, but assuming that you're in a good place and that there aren't other outstanding responsibilities and obligations that would prohibit you from continuing this venture, consider it just an opportunity to reevaluate the problem you're trying to solve. And always, always, always try to solve the simplest thing you can first. Solve a really, really simple problem, be a little embarrassed with whatever you get online, and just see what happens.